Thank you for tuning back in to the Al Rucker Show. We have a special guest on the line, the iconic DJ Kid Capri. How you doing, Doc?
What's up, Rock? How you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Fantastic. Now you in New York, New Jersey?
Yeah, I'm in Jersey.
Okay, okay. Staying safe?
Yeah, staying low, keeping it down. Trying to let this thing pass off, you know.
Yeah.
Being home during the weekends or anything like that, but I'm okay with being home. I stay home anyway.
Well, man. Well, check it out. Well, since you took me there, you know, you're a multi-talented Grammy DJ and producer. Tell us about that.
What do you want to know?
Hey, what the world wants to know, what you want us to know. You know, your history in the game is so long. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you can tell us is what we want to hear.
Well, I've done what I did in the business with the DJ game early on, and my mixtapes went and did really good. It was groundbreaking. It changed a lot of things in the game, and it took me from that to my first album, to my first radio deal, and then my first TV show, Def Comedy Jam, which we brought all the biggest comedians that you know to the show, and it became a part of people's lives for many years. And since then, history, speaks for itself because I've been everywhere, all around the world, still going all around the world, doing shows all over the place. Have different businesses. I have a radio show on Sirius XM Fly that's doing extremely well. Channel 47 every Saturday and Sunday. It's called the Kid Capri's Block Party, where I bridge the gap between old and new. They're doing really good. I started a foundation for the kids called Give a Kid Foundation. We opened up a real estate place where we putting people in houses and stuff like that. East Coast Capital Realty, and a bunch of other stuff, clothing line and animated cartoon. I have a record about to come out called About the Money with an album named Top Tier that I produced with battle rappers. So it's a lot going on, but from there, it all came from the DJing. So I won the Grammy with Jay-Z when I gave him Hard Knock Life, but then I also put It's Like That on the album. And that's what I won the Grammy for. But Hard Knock Life was produced by 45 King. He gave it to me for my album. I gave it to Jay-Z for his album, and it went 6 times platinum. So won 6 Grammys. So it did really good. And I was on the Kendrick Lamar album, which won the Calypso Award. So that was another thing that was really big in 2017. And plus, it's so much. My history is so long, man. I'll be talking forever.
Yeah, I know, man. That's the thing about it. What is the motivation? How do you find the motivation to continue going as hard as you're going?
I mean, it's in my bloodline, man. It's like I refuse for anybody to tell me when to come and go, and I love what I do. So when you love what you do and you do it effortlessly, and people show up every time you come, it just makes you want to keep doing it. It makes you want to keep going. But even if I wasn't, as popular, or if I fell off tomorrow, I still would be doing what I'm doing because I really genuinely love what I do. And maybe that's why it took me the way it took me, because I was doing this since I was a little kid. And it's in my bloodline from my father and my grandfather. My family has been in music. My daughter right now, being in love, she's doing really good with her music. So, and she's on the TV show Growing Up Hip Hop with me. We're doing the 2nd season coming up. But it's in the bloodline. So the same thing with her. Like, she works really hard, and she's very passionate about it. So, and that's what it is. I'm a stickler on making sure that people that came to see me in my shows feel better than they did before they leave. When they leave, before they got there, they feel better than they did before they got there. So at the end of the day, my job is to make sure that they feel good. But it all is because I really love what I do, and that breaks through to people. Yeah.
So what is your routine to success? What is that? Talk to us about that.
I mean, persistence, man. Staying on it. Keeping your ear to the street, not staying with it just a old school way of thinking. Understanding change is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to move with the change. And if you don't, sometimes you may be left behind. But, you bring what you know, the knowledge of what you know to what's new, and mix it all together and try to make something. A lot of times people get caught up in thinking that other people are going to get in the way of what they're trying to do. If you're sure of yourself, it doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, all these years I've just been focused on what I do. never gonna let nobody tell me when to come and go, or I shouldn't be doing this, or I'm too old for that, or I'm this or that. I'm gonna do what I do. You know what I'm saying? And as long as I do it well, that's what matters. You know, you know, and that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah. So describe your sound when it comes to the music. Describe that for us.
I mean, I'm party style. All the DJs that you see now, they're talking to mic and all that. They all got that from me. They all that the party way of doing things. It all started for me doing that with Def Comedy Jam. Well, it started way before that, but I brought it to Def Comedy Jam, and I brought it to the concerts and the parties and stuff like that. And DJs all around the world seen me do it, so they adapted for themselves, and it became a DJ explosion where there's a lot of people that might have been influenced by what I've done, even people that might have got it from somebody else that got it from me, and that's what it really is. And when this movie come out that we're doing called Mr. Every Ever, it's going to set a lot of things straight about that. It's going to talk about, the idea of things that I've done, how I changed the R&B game with the Stephanie Mills mix, and how, moguls like Diddy and, a lot of different other people, took my style and, made a situation for themselves. A lot of different people, DJs and stuff like that, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? But, the story must be told the right way.
Yeah. So do you feel you get the respect from the industry that you think you deserve?
Yeah, most of the time, 90% of the time. There's that 10% that act like it started with them. There's that 10% that don't remember that how much I've done for them, which I don't give to get, you know what I'm saying, or better yet, I do things for genuine purposes. Like I said, I love what I do, so I always want to see people do good, but you see what you see when people don't circle back and do certain things. And I don't ask nobody for nothing, so that, it always been like that, but you see what you see, and there's people that, I have helped along the way, and like I said, I don't expect anything back, but you just see how they move after the fact, and they make it seem like it started with them, and it really didn't.
Yeah, yeah. So, with that being said, can you share a situation that has occurred in your life that you feel provides insight on your character?
I remember being in a club that got me known. It was a very street club, and this club was, full of killers and drug dealers and edgy people. And, 4 or 5 times people have walked up to me trying to give me kilos of coke to sell for myself because I was cool. And my idea was, you sell those $20 cracks, I'm gonna sell these $20 mixtapes. I'm gonna get what you got, just a little slower, but I'm gonna be here forever. And that's what ended up happening. A lot of dudes that was in that business was either killed, went to jail, beat up, shot up, cut up, you know what I'm saying, or just end up just not being good in life later on, and I ended up keep going doing what I was doing. It took nothing for me to make a slight decision of seeing all these people with these big cars and, all this money and all this stuff. It took nothing for me to make that decision to say, yeah, let me do this and get this fast money. These people are just giving it to me because I'm cool and we're going to take advantage of it. It took nothing for me to do that. But my decision making, everything is choices. I try to make people understand that everything is choices. Your choices, what's going to dictate what's going to be your next move. And that next move could be drastic or it could be championed. It's all what you decide you want to do. And my move was to do music. My move was to stay focused on the path that I was there for, because I was there for what I was there for in the first place was to sell my mixtapes with another DJ called Chief Rock and Star Child. I mean, he used to make the mixtapes together and sell them for $20 and split the money. And all these big drug dealers and these entertainers and different, underground people used to come in this place. Not everybody was allowed in it, but they used to come in this place and get these tapes from us. So that was my focus. That was my hustle. And I was there for that, and then I would leave and do what I got to do, and then the next day would come back and do the same thing again. But there was a lot of other things that was going on that was very, very daring, I shall say. And it was from real interesting people too.
Man, that would change anybody.
As a matter of fact, if you've seen the movie Paid in Full, the people that they're talking about is the people, is some of the people that was around, you know, at that time.
Wow. Wow, man. Didn't know that. That's I mean, that's something good to hear. You know, that's something that most people would not known of you, known that you went through that. That's good. That's good to know. I got another question, man. This is I'm gonna have a little fun with you. If you was a superhero, who would you be and why?
If I was a superhero, who would I be? Probably Superman.
Why Superman?
Because I'll be everywhere, knocking things down, shutting things down with the big S on my chest.
That's what's up, man. Man, you know, switching subjects real quick, man. We got a good friend, a mutual friend of each other's, Carl Thomas.
That's my brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
He lived right down the street from me, and then he moved out there to Houston where y'all at.
Yeah, for sure. He started off on my show as a co-host for a while. Then we helped him get his show started.
Yeah, he got a show now. He got his own radio show now.
Yeah. He was on there with us. Oh man, that's good people, man. Well, man, where can our fans keep up with you on social media and all that stuff?
Kid Capri 101 on the Twitter and the Instagram, or the Real Kid Capri on Facebook. And also, you can check my show out, the Kid Capri's Block Party, on Saturday and Sunday at 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. 8 o'clock is when I start the Big Bully Mix. But the show is incredible. You know, it's on all day, and it's doing really well. We're doing a new comedy show, too, me and Bob Sumner. Bob Sumner's the one that got all the comedians for Def Comedy Jam. He's the talent coordinator. So me and him got back together to do a new comedy show called the Kid Capri's Comedy Block Party, and to tie that into the Block Party on my Sirius show. So, you know, that you'll be seeing that. We just did 5 months of auditioning. So you're going to see the new Bernies and the new Chris Tuckers and the new Jamie Foxxes and all that. So that's what we're working on right now. And also, y'all can check me when I'm on the IG Live. I do random stuff on there, you know, and people seem to enjoy it a lot. This past weekend we did it, you know, because of the coronavirus situation. We got a bunch of DJs went on, but I went on earlier. Me and D Nice went on kind of early. And D Nice reached like 100,000 people, 140,000 people. We did like a big world party, which was crazy. You know, I've been doing internet parties, internet shows since 2016 on IG Live, on Facebook, and on Twitter. I mean, on Periscope. But we just started back this weekend where we going heavy for the people because, you know, people are locked in the cribs and stuff like that. So we just went on there and just started entertaining for the people, and it really went crazy. You know, people like Michelle Obama was on the net watching it, you know, and, you know, many, many others. So, you know, it just showed that you could bring people together, and it was the DJs that did that. You know what I'm saying? And this is what my whole thing been for my whole career, to make sure that the DJ is looked at as an artist and not somebody just playing records. That's not how I wanted to be looked at. And that's why I went so hard as I did to become who I became, because I didn't want to be looked at in that fashion. You know, and I think people realize now throughout the years, you know, since me being on Def Comedy Jam and doing what I've been doing all the way up until now, that the DJ is very important to the music business all the way around, you know. And now even more, they get a chance to see that. So because they right in their house on their phone looking at it, and it meant a lot this weekend. So just going to see the blow and do a thing, do good. No,
you're right. I'm glad you said that, because, you know, with the coronavirus thing going on, it's probably the most entertaining thing on social media is the DJs. You know, so that is something, and I think I'm hoping when this is all said and done, when the coronavirus goes on, that we don't forget who entertained us and kept us entertained, you know, while we were doing this, man, because you guys have done a great job, and you have set an example for all the DJs. And again, if they don't give you your props, man, we definitely give you your props over here, because you are an iconic. Yeah, you are iconic, man. You are beyond. When you talk about DJs, you have no choice but the name DJ Kid Capri, man. So we love you, man, as always. Good luck in all your future endeavors, man. And endeavors. Good luck to your daughter, man. So keep it up, and we'll check back with you. And whatever you have going on, man, please let us know so we can reach out to you and get the information.
All right, well, thank you, man. Appreciate you having me, man. Appreciate all the people out there, and just keep safe out there. Stay safe.
All right, man. Same to you, man. We love you.
The Al Rocker Show.